Today we have two really exciting keto-friendly egg recipes to try. Sarah and I have been on a quest to rediscover eggs after we had a disastrous egg fast experience probably about 3 years ago. And in that time we've tested a lot of different egg recipes, some of which were absolutely amazing, like the eggs in cocotte, which was like eggs and cream with sun-dried tomatoes that we baked, and that was absolutely delicious. And some failures like the egg volcano and the eggs that we blew up in the microwave and a bunch of other egg recipes. So while the egg recipes that we're going to be trying today, they don't have a lot of ingredients, they do rely on some technique. And what makes technique easier is having a great set of cookware. And luckily we do, because Caraway sent us out cookware about a year ago, and you guys have been asking us for an update, so we're so happy that Caraway had decided to sponsor another video on our channel. About 2 years ago, I came across Caraway and I just fell in love with the colorways of their brand. Aesthetically speaking, they're the most beautiful pans I've ever seen. So I was so excited when they reached out and wanted to give us each a set of Caraway pans. I mean, how great was that? Because we're keto, we care about our health, and so we appreciate that Caraway is made from 100% non-toxic materials, and it's actually a ceramic cookware. And if you buy a set, it comes with the storage system, which is revolutionary because if you have a tiny kitchen like Sarah, there is not a lot of space. So Sarah loves being able to store the lids and the actual pans in one cabinet. And you see us cooking with these all the time, and they still look absolutely stunning. So we are so happy that they've held up with us, because you know that we can be disasters in the kitchen. And we need our pans to be non-stick, obviously. And Caraway does that with a naturally non-stick ceramic coating. So if you guys are ready to make the investment in your cookware with Caraway, you can use our special link in the description and code KETOTWINS10 to get 10% off site-wide. Thanks so much to Caraway for sponsoring another video on our channel, and let's get back to the eggs. So the first recipe that we're gonna try is called the French omelet. It's by a creator called @KellysCleanKitchen on TikTok. And all you're gonna be needing for this recipe are eggs, parsley, salt, and butter. Very simple, and honestly kind of scary because like I said, it relies on technique. And the technique looks kind of complicated, I'm not going to lie. So I feel like this is going to go really fast. We have all of our ingredients laid out in what the French would call mise en place, right? Yep. Mise en place? Mm-hmm. That's the preparation of all your ingredients. And we have them all laid out on our table, ready to go, because I don't think this is going to take a very long time. It shouldn't. Some of our recipes take like forever. These are eggs, so it should go really, really fast. We've cracked 3 eggs into this bowl. I've added about a pinch of salt, and we're gonna whisk these together till they're nice and frothy for quite a while. Meanwhile, I'm going to start our Caraway pan on low heat. I'm going to be putting 2 tablespoons of butter into this pan.
What are you guys making?
French omelet.
Ooh, good luck.
Why do I need luck?
Listen, it's hard. I tried before. While to figure out how to do it. It's just a hard technique to master, I think.
We're gonna get it on the first try.
I want to believe you.
We have our butter. It's frothy. It's wispy. It's there. We have our eggs. They're frothy. They have air incorporated. We're ready to go. Low heat. We're gonna pour this in. We're gonna stir it continuously until little curdies form in there. Then you start folding it in, folding it, and then drop a butter in there. Yep. Keep going. You're getting it. That's it. My fingers are burning.
That's all right.
Just keep going. My fingers are burning. It's going. Sarah, my fingers are burning.
It's all right.
It's all right.
It's going. You need to finish. Follow through. A couple more times.
And then do it to prove your husband wrong.
Or maybe you should slide it off. Okay. Oh my gosh.
We're gonna rub the top with butter,
because that's what the French do, apparently.
Toss some
minced parsley on the top.
And we're gonna go downstairs and we're gonna try my masterpiece. Look at it. It looks
good.
Good.
Looks great. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Alex was a little hesitant, but we accomplished it, I think.
A lot of you guys might be like, oh wow, that's kind of runny, but honestly, it's kind of like curd, as in the egg cooks slowly and it's a little thicker, so it is cooked. It's just not fully cooked. And so that's what makes this special, is mastering that technique, which I did on the first try. That's the first time
I don't know if it was mastering. I've never had a French omelet. How about you?
No. Excited to try it though.
Can't go wrong with butter.
Wow. It's so luxurious tasting.
Simple.
Simple, but like the texture is just super rich. Creamy, right.
I'm really not usually a fan of like the hard omelet. I guess if this is the softer omelet.
Right.
It would be harder to incorporate other things within this omelet, I think. Like if you're gonna put like ham or cheese, I'm not sure how that would work out.
But this is beautiful for just a simple egg recipe. Doesn't have a lot of ingredients. You can always use like onions on top or something, like green onion or chive. You could put garlic in it or things like that. This is a very delicate omelet. And I think it's meant for just eating like this and appreciating it for what it is. Next up, we have a different one that Sarah's going to attempt. It's the viral ricotta scramble. I was calling it the ricotta scrambler.
Next up, we have, I think, a more difficult recipe.
It's not.
It is. It's by Devour Power on TikTok, but this is actually from a restaurant in Brooklyn called Egg Shop NYC. So this is one of those videos that doesn't have the recipe in it, so we're going to be like taking some liberties and just interpreting it the best that we can. So we did explore their menu and we were able to come up with the majority of the ingredients that we'll be using today, which are ricotta cheese, eggs, truffle oil, which we have been really loving, Parmesan cheese. I know that they do use pecorino, but I am not a pecorino fan. We're just gonna go with something a little bit more subtle like Parmesan. Chili flake, salt and pepper, and some parsley for garnish. What we're gonna do is we're gonna start heating up our caraway pan with some olive oil at the bottom, and then we're gonna get to cracking 4 eggs in a large bowl, and we're gonna do what we did in the first recipe, which is just kind of getting them nice and frothy, and then we're gonna move on to the next step. So in the video, they do top it on a nice piece of sourdough looking bread, which looks super delicious. We're gonna be using a low carb bread just as the replacement. And we made that nice and brown in a pan with a little bit of olive oil. Just gonna watch it one more time. Here's the ricotta placed in, quick movements, incorporating fully, and then it's done. And then you plate it, and then you do that. I don't know if that's gonna work. Then the cheese goes on, and then all of the toppings, pepper, truffle oil, simple yet divine. Let's get to it. Ricotta going in.
Go, it's go time.
Okay, going. It doesn't look like the ricotta is fully incorporated, like you want some
chunks. Maybe let it sit. Maybe let it sit and form.
It comes together very quickly. That's the problem. And it doesn't come together as quickly as the video. The video is fast forwarded. I think it's supposed to be slower.
I don't think we're gonna have that throwing action.
Yeah, when it comes together, maybe. I don't know.
I don't think so.
Please don't go all over my kitchen.
This pan is heavy.
Here's our scramble. I think it's looking very good. Some Parmesan on top. Pepper. Okay, we're going to shove it onto our plate here with our bread. This looks really good and promising. We're gonna finish it up with our truffle oil, some red pepper flake, and some parsley, and we're gonna go downstairs and we're gonna try it.
So first off, the smells coming off this dish, they're exquisite. I typically do not like Parmesan, but it's not offending me in any way. I can really smell the truffle oil. Also, they did serve it with some hot sauce, so we have some here. I don't know if I'm gonna need any for this. We have some chili flakes on top for some spice. It looks really good. How are we gonna transport this into our individual dishes? I think that the theme in this video is not to overcook your egg. These are just cooked perfectly right. Like, they're thick, they're creamy. I don't think anybody could complain about this. It looks stunning for like a brunch or something like that. And if you don't have truffle oil, you could use any kind of other flavors that you want. Like, we had truffle oil on hand and it just so happened to be in that recipe. It's a completely different experience than the other egg experience.
The truffle oil just elevates anything, honestly. It's such a good condiment to have.
It seems expensive though, but when you think about it, you're only using like a teaspoon on something. So you can use that for quite some time. You're not gonna like deep fry this stuff. If you're tossing vegetables in it or just using it to top on something, I love having that truffle oil. Super light. Yeah, but the ricotta does add something to it. You know how you can add like cheddar cheese into an omelet and then it's like super cheesy? It doesn't give you that, but it creates like almost like a texture, like a light fluffy texture on the inside. And on top of toast, it's really, really great. And we know that some of you guys do not want to eat low carb bread and stuff like that. I think that this would work perfectly well on one of our chaffles. Our chaffles are crispy and crunchy and light. And I think this is the perfect topping for a chaffle if you're looking to avoid things like low carb or keto bread. Sarah and I have been avoiding eggs eggs for so long that it took us time to want to revisit the egg. And in the beginning, we had a lot of mishaps where we were just, it was a disaster. We were just like blowing up eggs in the microwave. And it seems like we've come a long way in that journey. And I think that once you learn some techniques to really elevate eggs, you don't really need to put anything too crazy on it.
Yeah.
And you can experience a new type of egg recipe every day. I'm just really happy with it. And if you're interested in investing in Caraway products, don't forget to use our special link and code KETOTWINS10 to get 10% off site-wide. And if you guys want to see the other egg recipe that we absolutely love, eggs and cocotte, you can click on this video right here and we'll see you over there. Anyway, I'm Emily.
I'm Sarah.
And we are the Keto Twins signing out.